Upton, New York has issued a special marine warning for Long Island Sound west of New Haven, Connecticut, Port Jefferson, New York, until 2 p.m. At 1:04 p.m., a strong thunderstorm was located over Eastchester Bay, moving northeast at 20 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater and small hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, small craft could be damaged and briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. The strong thunderstorm will be near Manhasset Bay around 1:10 p.m. Execution Rocks around 1:15 p.m. Mamaroneck Harbor and Hempstead Harbor around 1:20 p.m. Captain Harbor around 1:40 p.m. Oyster Bay Harbor around 1:45 p.m. Stamford Harbor, Oyster Bay and Cold Spring Harbor around 1:50 p.m. Long Neck Point, Huntington Bay and Norwalk Islands around 2 p.m. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. Here is a special urban and small stream flooding caused by excessive rainfall is expected. Where a portion of northeast New Jersey, including the following counties: Bergen, Essex, Hudson, Passaic, and Union. When, until 1:45 p.m. Impacts, minor flooding in low-lying and poor drainage areas. Rapid river rise is also possible. Additional details, at 12:11 p.m., Doppler radar indicated heavy rain-due showers and embedded thunderstorms. This will cause urban and small stream flooding. Overflowing poor drainage areas will cause minor flooding in the advisory area. Additional rainfall amounts of 0.5 to 0.8 inches are expected over the area. This additional rain will result in minor flooding. Some locations that will experience flooding include Newark, Patterson, Elizabeth, Passaic, Wayne, Bloomfield, Hackensack, Linden, Orange, Bergenfield, Paramus, Ridgewood, Summit, Lyndhurst, Milburn, Rutherford, Ramsey, Harrison, Ringwood, and Pompton Lakes. http://weather.gov/safety/flood turnaround. Don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Repeating, a flood advisory has been issued until 1:45 p.m. for the following counties in New Jersey: Bergen, Essex, Hudson, Passaic, and Union. Harbor, Sandy Hook, New Jersey to Fire Island Inlet, New York out 20 nautical miles at 1:16 p.m. Strong thunderstorms was located along a line extending from near Eastchester Bay to near Upper New York Harbor to near Rockaway Inlet, moving northeast at 30 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater. Source, radar indicated. Impact, small craft could be damaged and briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. Strong thunderstorms will remain over mainly open waters. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. Flood. Service in Upton, New York has issued a special marine warning for Sandy Hook, New Jersey to Fire Island Inlet, New York out 20 nautical miles, Fire Island Inlet to Morges Inlet, New York out 20 nautical miles, Long Island South Shore Bays, until 2:15 p.m. At 1:19 p.m., a strong thunderstorm was located 7 nautical miles north of entrance to New York Harbor, moving east at 25 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater and small hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, small craft could be damaged and briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. The strong thunderstorm will be near Island Park around 1:30 p.m. Middle Bay and Barn Island around 1:35 p.m. Jones Inlet around 1:40 p.m. Jones Beach and East Bay around 1:45 p.m. South Oyster Bay around 1:55 p.m. Fire Island Inlet around 2:05 p.m. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. Until 2:45 p.m. this afternoon. What flooding caused by excessive rainfall is expected? Where portions of southern Connecticut and southeast New York, including the following counties in southern Connecticut: Fairfield. In southeast New York, Rockland and Westchester. When? Until 2:45 p.m. Impacts, minor flooding in low-lying and poor drainage areas. Water over roadways. Additional details. At 1:11 p.m., Doppler radar indicated heavy rain due to thunderstorms. Warning remains in effect until 3:45 p.m. this afternoon for Bergen, Eastern Passaic, and Rockland counties. At 1:29 p.m., gauge reports indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain in Clifton. Between 1.5 and 2.5 inches of rain have fallen. The expected rainfall rate is 0.5 to 1 inch in 1 hour. Additional rainfall amounts up to 0.5 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is already occurring. Hazard, flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Source, gauges reported. Impact, flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Patterson, Wayne, Hackensack, New City, Bergenfield, Paramus, Ridgewood, Muncie, Nanuet, Ramsey, Pompton Lakes, Nyack, Tappan, Hawthorne, Pearl River, Rattle, Norwood, Orangeburg, Clifton, and Teaneck. Repeating, a flash flood warning remains in effect until 3:45 p.m. for the following counties in New Jersey: Bergen and Passaic, and Rockland, New York. A strong thunderstorm will impact portions of Queens, Kings, and southwestern Nassau counties through 1:45 p.m. At 12:56 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm over Coney Island, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Hazard, winds in excess of 40 miles per hour and pea-size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, gusty winds could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Minor damage to outdoor objects is possible. Locations impacted include Jamaica, Flatbush, Freeport, Valley Stream, Long Beach, Coney Island, Garden City, Lynbrook, Mineola, Whitmere, Rockaway Beach, Jones Beach, Kennedy Airport, Canarsie, and Hempstead. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. Torrential rainfall is also occurring with this storm and may lead to localized flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. Here is National Weather Service in Upton, New York has issued a special marine warning for Central Long Island Sound until 2:45 p.m. At 1:42 p.m., a strong thunderstorm was located near Huntington Bay, moving east at 30 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater and small hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, small craft could be damaged and briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. The strong thunderstorm will be near Smithtown Bay around 1:55 p.m. Petfield Reef around 2 p.m. Fort Jefferson Harbor and Bridgeport around 2:05 p.m. Stratford Shoal around 2:10 p.m. Mouth of the Housatonic River around 2:15 p.m. Harriet Point around 2:30 p.m. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. Remains in effect until 2:15 p.m. For the following areas: Fire Island Inlet, New York to Moriches Inlet, New York out 20 nautical miles, Sandy Hook, New Jersey to Fire Island Inlet, New York out 20 nautical miles, South Shore Bay from Jones Inlet through Shinnecock Bay. At 1:47 p.m., a strong thunderstorm was located over Jones Beach, moving east at 25 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater and small hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, small craft could be damaged and briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. The strong thunderstorm will be near Fire Island Inlet around 2:05 p.m. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. Here is the winds and waves may be higher in and near thunderstorms. Here is a special weather statement for the following areas in Connecticut. A special marine warning remains in effect until 2 p.m. For the following areas: Long Island Sound west of New Haven, CTPORT Jefferson, New York. At 1:51 p.m., a strong thunderstorm was located over Stamford Harbor, moving northeast at 20 knots. Hazard, wind gusts 34 knots or greater and small hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, small craft could be damaged and briefly higher winds and suddenly higher waves. The strong thunderstorm will be near Long Neck Point and Huntington Bay around 2 p.m. Norwalk Islands around 2:15 p.m. Move to safe harbor until hazardous weather passes. Here